What is dementia and why is it important to get a diagnosis? Did you know that as many as 1 in 4 men and 1 in 3 women will develop dementia in their lifetime? There are nearly 1 million people in the UK living with dementia, which is enough to fill 12 Wembley stadiums. Dementia is a cruel disease for the person living with it and for their family and friends. People are more likely to get dementia when they're older, but it's not part of normal aging. It is due to diseases in the brain that lead to loss of brain cells. The loss of brain cells make the brain shrink. Here you can see what a healthy brain looks like compared to the brain of someone with severe dementia. You can see why dementia affects thinking so much, because so much of the brain has disappeared. When we think about dementia, we most often think about problems with memory, but dementia is about much more than memory. All types of thinking can be affected. For example, mood, speech, personality, behavior, and vision. There are quite a few different diseases that can cause dementia, but the commonest one that most people have heard of is Alzheimer's disease. In Alzheimer's disease, there are 2 types of protein that build up in the brain and damage nerve cells. These proteins are called amyloid and tau. The second commonest type of dementia is vascular dementia. This happens when the brain is damaged by not having enough blood supply. This is due to hardening and narrowing of blood vessels, which can be caused by high blood pressure, smoking, and diabetes. This is important because all of these can be treated to stop the problem from getting worse. If someone is experiencing changes in their thinking, it's important that they see a doctor. They might not have a dementia, in which case they can get treatment for other things that cause memory problems, for example, depression or difficulty sleeping. Although we don't currently have any treatments that can stop dementia from getting worse, we know that having a diagnosis is really helpful to people and their families who have often been struggling for some time. The diagnosis allows them to understand and get treatment for their symptoms, to access help and support, and to plan for the future. Scientists are getting closer to finding treatments that can slow down or stop dementia. Having a diagnosis means that you can volunteer to be part of this research that could help people now and in future generations. Most people currently taking part in dementia research are white, and this needs to change so we can make sure we are developing treatments that work for everyone and which could transform the lives of people living with dementia.